Hi Scorpio, welcome to my April 2018 tarot reading. I just want to thank you guys. If you guys are returning, thank you so much for returning. And if this is your first time, welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Before I get started on the tarot readings, I want to tell you a little bit what is happening in astrology, okay? This year is a super important year for you. I spoke about this a little bit before, but I want to explain it a little bit more. So that we can get a little bit more of a clear understanding. Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, and higher education. It is in Scorpio right now, so it's super important for you, and I would definitely research this. Probably spend some time finding out what this is. Scorpio, if it's the planet of luck and it's shining on, Jupiter, if it's the planet of luck and it's shining on Scorpio, obviously that means something special is happening to you right now, right? But why does it not feel like that? Well, let me tell you something. We're going through an ascension process. And what that means is that the event is happening soon and it's feeling like contractions. So if you know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a little bit more you could search on internet, but I don't have all the time to talk about it right now. But I'm going to send you little bits and pieces of everything everywhere around so that way we can get you caught up with what is going on. Scorpio is the planet that represents money, power, and sex, and secrets. And I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people have been spewing out their secrets a lot lately. This is the year to spew everybody's secrets out. The whole Harvey Weinstein thing and everything. That's kind of how that happened. And if you look back in '94 with Kurt Cobain, during that time Scorpio was in Jupiter, and he has a lot of Pisces in his chart. And if you mix that with depression and heroin, plus this stuff that's happening in the planets, not good. So what I need to talk to you about is, what do you want to do? What do you want to commit to for the next 12? What do you want to commit to for the next 12 years? Because it's also the planet of commitment and ownership. So whatever you've been doing right now, if it's not working for you as far as money or your finances, or as far as you being in your position of power, are you committed to staying into this lifestyle for another 12 years? Is this what you want? Like the path that you're going in? Do you see yourself living the same exact life that you're living now? Because you really need to think about planting seeds. So that's why I wanted to start creating a series as soon as my last sign was done. You are my last sign. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to start on my series, and I'm going to be doing tarot readings monthly, but I'm also going to be doing a series for each sign. We're going to talk about the benefits, the detriments, how you could work with others, what is going on in the planet. It's more of a lecture, so that way I can help others with their ascension process. So these last 6 months, I know, have been beyond hell for you, okay? So that's why I created it. I want to be that friend for you, so that way I can get that sailboat and get that extra paddle or get that extra flashlight or binoculars, whatever you need. I'm going to shine some light so I can show you what you can do. You need to be really careful with addiction this year. This year is going to be the theme of addiction, okay? I want you to be aware. And when you feel this way, if you ever have too much stress, or if you have a friend that needs you, that needs advice, needs something, I have left some gifts for you guys. I've left like spiritual gifts, I've left some things on my channel for you to use, so that anytime if you're sad, or if you have a hard time falling asleep, or you're stressed, you don't know what to do, you need comfort, I've left I've left meditations on my channel. So go through my playlist, click on, I think it's on About, and then it shows like all the different playlists that I have. I talk about soulmates. Well, it's not me talking, but it's like different things that I found, so that way I can help others, because I want to empower them. I want to encourage them, so that way they can have everything that they need in their life to be the best that they can be. And if you ever feel bad I want you to go and take a shower. And then when you're done taking your shower, I want you to wear the most comfortable clothes. And I want you to play one of those meditations that I've left. And if you have to put your headsets on and just crash out, you know, set your alarm on for the next morning, you have to do that for the next 7 days, just so that you don't have to think about all the stuff that's going on right now. That might be what's best, because Scorpio, you're a water sign. You're going to feel a lot of these effects. You, Pisces, and Cancer are going through hell with whatever is going on with the planets. You guys can really censor stuff. You guys were here to show people what they can feel. That's why you guys are on this planet. Water signs. And I want to also tell you, like, there is a power in fasting. That if there's something that you've been really wanting in your life that has to do with yourself, not controlling others, but some kind of improvement that you want in yourself, prayer and fasting is something that has always worked for me. I just tell God, give me this time limit. I'm going to give this up, and that's a sacrifice that I'm going to make, and that's what I want to do. All my life, I felt like I had to assist God. All my life, I've been like, where can I do it? At what form? And this was something that I could do, but I always felt like taboo. I always felt, Scorpio, let me tell you this. Let's talk. I'm going to tell you something personal. When I grew up, my grandfather was a preacher. We grew up in a very Christian life, you know, as we grew up. And to this day, my grandmother is very, very, very spiritual, very, you know, very strict Christian woman. And horoscopes and tarot was something that was never okay. And it was a skill that I had that I was really, really good at, but it was not something that I would use to hurt others. And I noticed that when I did it for myself, I felt healing from it. And then I thought, God, if I'm getting healing from something, how could it be bad for me? And then, you know, I did that for a few years, and then I put it to the side, and I just thought, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe this is not something for me. You know, everybody tells me that this is bad. Everybody tells me that I shouldn't do this. But it wasn't a form of addiction. It wasn't a form of drugs, sex, or alcohol. It was just cards that I use so that way I can help others. But when I wasn't sure if something was taboo or it was like something that was like really, really bad, because I don't want to do something that's going to bother God. These are gifts that we have from Him. We're, you know, and I don't want to answer for something when I die. What am I going to say? I have to be like, okay, I had the right mindset. So I had fasted for 1.5 years, and I haven't had meat. Like, the only meat that I've had is just fish, and that's even like once a month if I even have it. So I pretty much became a pescatarian, vegetarian, or whatever you want to call it. But that was my give up. I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat lamb. I don't eat none of that stuff. And I still love it. I still feel like I'm a freaking vampire that's just thirsty for meat instead of blood. But the whole reason why I'm telling you this is because this is a fast. This is something that I love. I love food. I love it. I love it. But I stopped it so that way I can enhance this gift. I stopped it so that way I can have permission from God. And I did it through fast and prayer. I got my answers. He took me through places and journeys. He introduced me to people so that way I can educate myself more and more and more. And as this process went, I had more and more intuition on what to do next. And then I stopped needing everybody's permission. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm so freaking excited. But it's not something that I decided quick. You know what I mean? Because when you decide things quick and under like emotion, things end up bad. But I wanted to make sure that I was fully prepared, because I only want to send out love in my channel. And in order for me to send love through my channel, because the whole concept of this channel is to bring love, is to unite all of us together. And I can't do that if there's not love inside of me. I will not touch these cards unless they're prayed for a very long time. And what I'm trying to tell you is that through good energy, you could do anything you want. Through good energy, you could do anything you want. So that was the message that I heard from God. It's when these tools are taken and they're used against him. You see what I'm saying? That I got the answer from him. I didn't need it from them. I got it from him, her, whatever you want to call it. But I got my answers from source, and I did that when I meditated, because when I meditated and I was healing and I was in that process, and I was like, I was getting dreams. I was being told, okay, now go here. I was like, okay, and then things online and this and that, like learning and teaching, and it was just such a quick process. I've always loved astrology since I was 12 years old. I was never allowed to look at it, but all I found was healing from it. How could a tool that has brought to us be a sin? How could your happiness be a sin, Scorpio? How could your happiness be a sin? Is what I'm getting to. You don't have to take it to a level 10 from the beginning. You could start at a level 5. And if you start at a level 5, if you can take yourself to a process that, or you could take yourself to a process that it's not going to hurt as much. It's not going to be as hard as level 10. Let's say you're a little kid and or an adult and you're playing a video game, and you can't just start from level 10. There's so much things shooting at you that you have to shoot back. And you're going to finish the whole game quickly, but it's too much anxiety, too much work, and then there's no journey of it. There's no fun of it. There's just boom, 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 and then you're done. So I want to tell you that you need to enjoy the journey. There's a journey that you're going through right now, okay? There's a lot of this up and down. There's going to be times that you're going to be super happy, super excited. Things are working for you. There's going to be times that it's going backwards. And like, I think right now, Scorpio is reverse. You're going to feel like yourself once it goes forward again. Follow these planets. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you what's going on with these planets. And through the series, I'm going to tell you your benefits, your detriments of your sign, how you could work with others. So that way you can accelerate to the next level. I'm going to teach you some things about people so that way you can work with them. Because I swear to you, it's like when you have all these friends, when you have all this help, when you have all this universe, when you see it in so much abundance, you start wanting to play the video game again, the video game of life. I just felt like sharing that with you. I felt like I really need to tell you that right now. And you're getting an immature offer of love. That's the first card that I get. I get the Page of Cups, okay? So that's how you're starting off April. It's like an immature offer of love. Or if it's like an email that you receive, or it's something that you receive. It's not like this full-on romance, but it's some kind of feeling of sense of love that you're getting inside of your heart. That's the first card that I get. And what's crossing it is the Knight of Wands. There's someone that's very angry and fiery and like very passionate about the way they feel, and it makes you lose that feeling. You hate it when you see aggression in your life. You hate it when you have to deal with this person's flighty up and down shit. And when you have to deal with that, you can't go back into your little innocent love phase again. It's a lot of in and out feeling like, oh, I love you, I don't love you. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's I love you, I don't love you, or if this person is, the person that's around you is just aggressive and they're just like on off. Or maybe you're that way towards them, but it's like heavy hot heat and then all of a sudden, what the hell? That kind of thing. And I think you have to deal with it at times, and it's just like frustrating, like very, very frustrating. But whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's the energy around you. Because right now, we're at the time of Aries. And Aries is the first house, and the first house represents self, okay? Everybody's thinking about how they project their self. Everybody's thinking about how they project their temperament. Everybody's thinking about their health, how they react, what their appearance is. So when you go through that, these people that are trying to figure themselves out, they're like rash and they're either being annoying or whatever, but that energy is surrounding you right now. The focus is on having a content family home life where it's safe, secure, and steady. It's always been that way with you. You want consistency and something that's safe and secure. As long as it's safe, secure, and consistency, it's all fine. But what you're not realizing is that you have everything that you need right now. Like financially, I think you're okay. I think you just really want to progress finally. But I think you're doing okay for now. Like your minimum is okay right now. You need to be there so you can get to the next step. Recently, you were very passionate about something. You were very, 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 very passionate about something. And in the distant past, something died inside of you. Scorpio, you're going through a death right now. You're in the process of reemergence. You're understanding so much, and it's so much freaking overload that it's gonna drive you insane, and it could cause you to do bad things. Don't do it. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. And I'm telling you, when you get frustrated, take a shower, take a nap, do things, or talk to a friend, do things that would help you and not hurt you. But do things that will not make you stress more. You know, like pop the TV on, watch some comedy stuff, or call a friend, laugh, or, you know, do things that make you happy. Do things that will make you not frustrated. Because I feel like right now there's something going on that's going to be causing the family to argue, whether you know about it or not. But some stuff is coming out, and it's going to be in the month of April, and it involves either you or it involves the family. But there's things that either you don't know, or there's things that they don't know, but maybe they do know, but it's going to be some complications that they have to figure out together. But I don't think they're working together right now. They're like in their stuck position. But my love, Scorpio, I want to tell you it's okay. Everything is fine. You're worried about this compatibility not working. What I want to tell you is that the family life that is being structured is a good one. There's abundance of love from all ways around it. So I don't want you to worry. However, if there's someone in your life, or if this is you, okay, it's definitely a woman. If there's a woman in your life that's either a Libra or a Taurus, or if this is you. So let's just say there's no Libra or Taurus in your life. The Empress is someone that usually is like the boss. She's usually the confident, beautiful, fertile, glowing pregnant, gorgeous, like has everything. Has a whole garden in her backyard. Has a whole closet full. She's upside down. Her confidence is gone. She's feeling her lack. She's not feeling good herself. Contracts are being made. Life is moving on even though this is happening, okay? You need to be confident about it. Okay, I need to add some more cards because there's a contract that's going to be made. There's 3 of Pentacles that I'm getting. There's going to be some kind of marriage or commitment that's happening. I want you to be aware of this. There's some kind of agreement or an alliance, or maybe you're going to be signing something for a job, but at the end of the month, either you or someone that's very close to you is signing some kind of deal. Maybe it's going to be like the start of school. Maybe you're going to sign up for like summer school, or maybe you're going to sign up for class, or maybe you're going to even get married, or even be a witness to a marriage. But something to do with some kind of commitment coming together. Some kind of agreement. Anything that has to do with any kind of commitment or agreement. This agreement is closing. The deal is being sealed. Whatever that means to you. But there's not going to be a fast action moving like you want it to move. There's some kind of expectation that you have on this contract, and you expect it to move a lot faster than what is really going to happen. And when that starts happening, you're going to start being sharp about it. So just be really careful, okay? Because when we are sharp, we really don't get what we want. So make sure that you say your truth, but don't do it in a way that is too rash. It's because you can't go. At the end of the month, I see you speaking up. I see you really, 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 really speaking up and then staying quiet. And I think that's going to lead kind of like into April and May. In May, more of this in May. I feel more of this energy is going towards May. Right now is the time that, you know, either a secret is in and it's about to pop out, or there's information that is going to go through the family. There's something that is going on. There's some kind of passion that had happened, and it was some kind of desire. It was because of a cause of a desire, if that makes sense. So it was thought of. It was thought out. But you're gonna be okay. Like, your family life is gonna be okay. It's just that you feel like it's not going anywhere, so it's gonna make you speak up. But I don't want you to worry, if that makes sense. So that is your April 2018 reading. It looks really good from the looks of it. The only thing is that what I want to tell you is that in May, if you find yourself, everybody, I don't want you to be afraid, okay? Right now, I'm like seeing the Hermit card almost everywhere. A lot of people are taking time out for themselves. This is the time that people are like really second guessing themselves. And when people second guess themselves, they second guess other people too. So I want you to realize that when this happens. If you start feeling that people are picking on each other, nagging on each other, it's because they're trying to understand themselves at the same time. Forgive them and just whatever. But I hope I will see you at the end of the month. I wanted to create the series for you guys so that way we can all work together. Spiritually, we're a family, and dividing each other doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense for me to do tarot cards and not come up with a resolution. I'm a Libra, so to me, like, finding balance and finding a resolution is super important. Like, I can't not deal with not sleeping at night. I can't do that. So if you have that problem, I want to be your resource when you feel upset. I want to be there for you when no one's there. When everybody's sleeping at 3 a.m. and you need a friend, go open my playlist and look for all the videos and everything that I left you. And if I can't send you money, or you know what I mean, I'm sending you a spiritual gift. You know, I think some of the gifts that we receive are much more valuable than money, Scorpio. And sometimes it's the gift of knowledge. Sometimes the gift of knowledge will empower you so damn good where you're going to punch the lights out of things and you're going to make them beautiful. You are the death card. The death card is in here. So, what I'm saying is that this cycle, this April, May is something else. May is the next chapter. This is a whole new life. So if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, maybe you need to talk to your family. Because April is the month. And you're going to know what is going on in May. You're going to feel it. And whatever that is, just remember, everything is a blessing, okay? Everything is a blessing in disguise if you don't realize it. And it took me a long time to realize that. And the lesson had repeated over and over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, God always looks out for the highest best interest in us. And the moment that you step to the side and you stay by yourself and you start making a list of all the things that make you happy and go according to those, not what make other people happy, but what you could do by yourself that makes you happy. And I'm telling you, man, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours, I swear, since the time I was 12 years old, when I would get grounded, the first thing I wanted to do was run to my astrology book. That was like the first book that I was really, really, really interested in. And then it went from that to reading books about angels and psychics and this and that, because I felt so much interest from it because of the things that I had. Like I have experienced the most weirdest, freakish things, but I love it. And God knows that. So God's going to be like, okay, Donna, if you can handle it, because he's only going to give me as much as I can handle, right? So I'm telling you, miracles are happening, but if you want something, you need to fast, but you can't ask to control others. Okay? So learn what you want from yourself. I want you to write a letter, if you can. I don't know, maybe sometimes you guys don't feel like writing, especially when you guys are depressed. Can you please, for me, because I love you, write a letter to God and say, God, thank you so much. I appreciate blah, 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 blah. And by October, I want blah, 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 blah. Whatever is reasonable for you. Please do that for me. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go through the workshop and then we're going to talk and discuss and see where you're at so far. Because if you don't have anything on your paper yet, what are we going to talk about? Well, we'll still have something to talk about, but then you're going to feel like you're missing out because you haven't taken your notes. And I want you to bring your pen and paper every time you visit with me for the lectures, because maybe you should take some notes and revert back to it when you don't feel good. I want you to make also a list of outlets that you can have whenever you feel like your strength is gone. Your power is, your power is gone. I think that sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, why should I write this? Why should I write? You know, like I'm already thinking about it in my head. The thing is that when you see it and you're thinking it, it's like double memory. You know, it's like that's what we did when we studied. We watched the damn thing and we took the notes, you know? So that would be cool. Like take it back to class where you watch the damn thing and you take the notes. But I love you and I want to see you again. I want to see you at the end of the month when I do my series, and hopefully you guys will follow up with me throughout the months, and I want to know about your progress and anything that you want to share with me. I'm open game. I love the forum. You know, just keep it please positive. Only like send like, because there's so many sensitive people going through pain right now. So whatever you could do, just share your love and share your kindness. And you guys are always wonderful anyways. You guys are so amazing. I have 2 Scorpio daughters. I wouldn't change it for the world. You guys are amazing. And that concludes my reading today. But I will see you guys again soon. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.